I'm going to start dropping.
Mic check.
Mic check?
Mic check.
We try talking more articulately.
Yeah, you
like
try your
hosting.
little techniques that you read
Hi.
about.
Yeah.
Try it out. Try it out.
Mic check.
Oh, gosh. Are you ready?
Yes. Fumi. I'm going to turn into a different person.
Okay, do it.
Hi.
Do it.
Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Cash Cuties.
A super personal finance podcast where we look at our friends' credit card statements and judge their spending habits with love. I'm one of your hosts, Fumi Abe.
And I'm Steffi Bake. If you're listening on our Apple Pod app, please leave us a review. If you're on Spotify, make sure to follow. And if you are on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And
all the links
are in the episode description below.
That's right.
Thank you.
And we're going to give a quick shout out to our Dono Daddies for the week. These are people who give us money on Patreon. So shout out to Mike, who gave us 88 Canadian dollars.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What?
Thank you so much. He actually came to a show and he wanted to give me $80, but I'm like, just do it on the Patreon. So he
said to you, he doesn't even listen to us. He just was like, hey, we just love you,
I think he's
Fumi.
a pod fan, but like he's Canadian.
Did
so
he
he's
mention Cash Cuties?
I don't really know, but he's doing it on this, so that's really nice. Thank you so much. And then we also have...
And we have Joe with 1450 CAD.
That's Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. A lot of love from the Great North. So thank you.
We love that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you want to shout out on this podcast and bonus content, check out patreon.com/cashcutiespod. It is the best way to support this operation.
Hell yeah. Nothing says Asian more than the number 88, by the way. Like, is this person not, they were Asian?
They were Asian.
Yeah.
That's interesting that you picked up on that.
Yeah, dude. Do you know?
What does 88 mean?
It's a lucky number. Something about death. I think it means... I don't want
I get it. So 4 means death.
Oh, okay.
So is it double that? So is that why it's lucky?
I don't know if it's a math thing. 88 means something else.
Oh, interesting.
That's,
like 88 rising.
It's good luck. Yeah. When I was doing real estate, I would look at people's like LCs when they're purchasing a property or S corp, and it's like all of them had 88 in it.
Hilarious.
Like the number 88. Yeah.
And they're all Asian.
Yeah. Of course.
That's really funny. Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
I was gonna like talk really softly and like a news anchor throughout this whole episode, but it went away.
Wait, we can come back to it.
Come back to it.
Drop the jaw.
Drop the jaw.
Drop the jaw.
This week it's just Steffi and I. It's a solo ep. You guys love these, and we want to talk about all kinds of things. But I wanted to start here. This is something Steffi and I have been interested in for quite a bit. We love a loophole. We love a good loophole, and we'd love to hear also your take on it if you're listening and you do this. But we want to talk a little about credit card churning.
Yeah.
Have you heard of credit card churning? This is a new. I really just learned about it 2 weeks ago.
Yes, and I feel like I've never fully completed it. Essentially, what I know, it is a community of people. Can I tell you what I think? Kind of what it is essentially. It's a community. It's a churning community, and their whole idea is always working on the next sign-up bonus when getting a credit card.
Right.
So they can utilize these cards instead of money to get some sort of access to maybe flights or hotels for way cheaper, or just using the bonus sign-up points. And the other thing I learned about it is that you have to actually open a credit card every 1 to 3 months to be part of the community. That's like one of the things that they do, essentially.
Okay, first of all, I had no idea. I need to get on whatever your site you're doing because I was just looking up the definition. I didn't realize there was like a whole movement behind this. Because conceptually what it is in a vacuum, it's basically signing up for a credit card for the sole purpose of getting rewards and points and then canceling that card. That's like conceptually what it is.
Conceptually.
But in practice, you're right. A lot of people I watched on YouTube are like, I have 80 credit cards. And I'm like, what the why don't you cancel them? But I guess I don't really understand the point in keeping them because I don't read that much into it. But basically, it's like this loophole.
I think if you close out a credit card, doesn't it affect your credit?
Yeah, but like not that much. I did read on the article that I read. It said like, please don't do this if you're like trying to buy a home or like trying to take out a payment plan for a car or something like that.
No.
But I've canceled cars before and like it doesn't affect my score that much. People are always freaking out about that shit, but I'm like, dude, it's gonna go down by like 5 points. Who fucking cares? I guess if you do it 80 times, that's a lot.
That's a shit ton.
That's a shit ton. I mean, I can't. Yeah, but I wanted to sort of like. Okay, this is okay. So I want to more and more about the community, but the way I learned about this is I was like working with somebody whose mom is into this or something, and they don't tell you this on the YouTube videos and stuff because I think it's technically it's not illegal, but it's a little not kosher. But basically, so like I said, the definition is to get a credit card for the sole purpose of spending the money and getting the points. And so people recommend like, oh, maybe you can pay for your parents' bills and they Venmo you, and that's how you reach $10,000 in 3 months. But what my friend's mom does is she will make a new credit card with like Chase Sapphire. Let's say they're like, you got to spend $10,000 in 3 months to get 10,000 miles. Let's just say that's their deal. What she does is she buys a money order from Western Union for $10,000, right? She pays for that with a credit card, and then she pays off that credit card with the money order. So no one is losing money, right? I am buying debit with my credit and then paying off my credit with this fake cash I just bought. And so she can redeem these points instantly and cancel their cards. And I'm like, I read into a little bit. People are like, oh, if you do this with Amex, they'll cancel your account. Like, people catch on to this. It's not necessarily illegal, but I think it's looked down upon. But I'm like, I'm into that because then you don't have to wait 3 months to spend $10K. If I could just put $10K on the card right now, I could get that point in like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. I can't believe Western Union. Like Western Union, I feel like is like this like black hole of a place. That
it really is.
It's the sketchiest. Anytime anyone says Western Union, something sketchy is going down.
Oh, 100%. It's like always sending money to like third world countries, illegal transactions.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
That's kind of amazing. Like,
yeah,
it does feel illegal, but it's not.
It's not illegal, but when companies, from what I've read, when companies catch on, they will cancel your account
if they find out. But I feel like the minute they see that the credit card says Western Union, they should know.
Chase Bank should just do a Control F for Western Union, and anybody who's doing anything with Western Union should not have a credit card.
That's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
And I know that certain like Chase has a rule with they have like this anti-churning rule where you're only allowed to have a person is only allowed to have 5 Chase credit cards
of the same or just any
different ones.
Because one of the things for churning is people are like applying for the same card over and over again, so they'll have 5 Chase Sapphire cards or something like that, which is insane.
I think it's because they're opening it under different people's names, right? I don't know if you can open up the exact you can't. There's no way we can open up.
I think you can, in the way that like I have multiple credit cards with Chase. They're different cards, but it's my
No,
identity.
they're different cards. Yeah. You can get different cards. I just meant like you can't get Chase Sapphire 5 times.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But you can have it within but Chase has this rule where it's only 5, and then you can't open up another, I believe, like after 24 months.
Okay. So they have some measures.
They have some measure because they know people are doing this. It's like, it is interesting. Like Reddit and YouTube seems to like go off on this shit.
Yeah.
And
it sounds too good to be true. That was my first reaction. I'm like, this money order shit. I'm like, dude, I'm about to do that right now. But then I'm like, wait a second. Like, this is too good to be true, because if that's the case, like, that's all I'll do. And
you're going to quit your job.
Every flight will be free for me, essentially.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, what's your initial reaction on this? Were you like, oh, cool? Or if you're like, I don't know. Is this kind of
love it. I mean, I've always heard like little bits about it, especially on YouTube. It's always some like white or Asian, like super nerdy person doing it, which automatically I already trust. Mm-hmm. You got a kid in glasses and it's like high school or college, being like, I need to like pay off my medical school debt. Like, dude, how do I travel?
The guy who's doing the video was a med student, and he started churning because he had to fly to all these hospitals for a job interview for residents. And he was like, oh, I trust the fucking future doctor.
Exactly. 100%. And you know, exactly. Like he's fucking done the research.
Yeah.
This kid is, dude, it's really fucked up, especially it's like medical, like the amount of like money they have to spend already just being in medical school. It makes no sense. It should be the other. What are those there's like countries where it's like to become a doctor is free because they want more doctors.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, I that's a whole conversation about higher education in America just being way too expensive. I think like if you go to med school in like a lot of European countries, it doesn't cost you $200,000.
It literally doesn't make sense.
No,
Does America not?
It's crazy.
But
that's why like doctors, they'll make a lot of money right out of college. let's just say they make 150, which is not enough, but that they owe so much. They're not that rich.
My medical friend or my doctor friends mostly still have
loans.
debt.
Yeah.
They still have debt.
That's crazy.
So unfortunately, wait. So you're going to utilize this?
Okay, so I'm
system.
thinking you and I should try this and report back to our fans, and we should do a different credit card. And I was wondering if you had like a credit card in mind that you wouldn't mind trying.
Well,
this.
I kind of
started what your strategy would be to gather $10,000.
I felt like I was kind of playing in this realm. It's not churning necessarily, right? Because you need more than one card. But I love using the point system. I'm a big advocate of that. So I felt like when I got my Amex, I got it not because I really needed a credit card.
But you wanted the perks.
But I wanted the over 100,000 point perks. And now that I've met, I think within 6 months, you only spend $6,000.
Yeah.
That was super easy for me. So I'm not necessarily using my Amex anymore as much, except for the perks.
You're lazy churning.
I'm not doing it efficiently enough. Like I need to have made another, like after that month, I should have gotten another one in the next month or two. Yeah. And then continue the process.
I don't want us to get addicted to this and then have our lives fall apart.
Let's fucking do it,
I think you and I should just pick one card and see if we can do it. I think
you can't do it with one card. That's the whole point.
No, you can do it. You can start with. Of course, you can do it with one card. It's just like the purpose.
Why is it churning then?
It's churning. I don't know why they're using that word.
Because I thought it was because you're churning. Like after you finish one card, you go to the next card to get more points.
No, yes. If you want this to be your lifestyle, you can do that. But you can just churn once. You can make one butter. You know what I'm saying? You can make one butter. You can make one stick of butter and be like, I'm good. You don't have to open a factory.
Okay.
I mean, the concept of you getting a credit card just to get points and then canceling it, that's churning. So we could do that with like an American Airlines card or Delta card or whatever it is. So I didn't know if you had like a credit card in mind that you'd want to do this with. United sound good? I feel like everybody has Delta.
Did you just ask me if United?
Yeah, I don't know. My dad has United.
Oh.
I fly United a lot, actually.
Really?
I like Delta the best.
I don't think I ever fly United because whatever credit cards I have, that's not how I can get points. It's not through United. It's usually, or it's essentially the cheapest flight is usually what I go for.
Right.
So it's like Delta. Well, not cheapest. Cheapest is always Spirit. But the one
I
after.
never do Spirit. Yeah.
No, I can't do Spirit.
Okay, but
Delta and American Airlines are kind of my go-to. And Southwest, I used to have this. Did I talk about this companion pass that I was telling you about?
No.
If you earn, I think a couple years ago, it used to be, if you earn 120,000 points, you can get a thing called a companion pass, which is basically another pass to be able to fly anywhere that Southwest allows you to fly. It's mostly in the U.S.
Yeah, but 120,000 miles is like a lot.
It is a lot.
You have to be like a businessman.
Yeah. So when I did this, I was a businessman.
A businesswoman.
A businesswoman man.
Yeah.
And so me and my partner, but we had to always fly together to the same. But you could fly like every day if I wanted to.
Right.
It's kind of a genius thing. But I think that some of them, there's like, you could get like 50,000 points off the top.
Mm-hmm. So then you have 70 left.
So exactly.
I see. Okay, so my question for you is like, let's say we sign up for a United card or whatever airline you want. And let's say...
Are we doing this together, baby?
Are we
Why'd you say
we? Okay, let's just say like, so in honor of churning, the goal is to hit the $10,000 mark as soon as possible. What are you gonna do starting today to hit that $10,000 as soon as possible without you actually buying something that's $10,000 and losing money?
Wait, didn't you say we go to Western Union?
Okay, but that sounds so like shady.
But that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. But
so what's another way we could do this?
People are suggesting like, oh, you start paying other people's bills and they Venmo you or stuff like that. So I don't know if you have any other ideas of like, my friend wants to buy a used car. Can I buy it for him at CarMax?
For like, how about there's this credit card we talked about, Bolt, which is like you pay your rent on there. Oh. And I don't know if Bolt gives you enough points to do other things or like, flights. I don't know how that's connected.
Yeah, but that could be up to 3K, maybe more than that.
Exactly. So that would only take like
3 months.
And then if I wanted, I'm sure there's a friend. I'm sure I have multiple friends. I trust them. I can have them.
You're gonna pay your friend's rent
if it allows me to.
You can pay everybody's rent. Oh shit! Wait, it's called Bolt.
Bolt.
And now, why? Tell me why that is special because I can put my credit card on my credit card right now. It's gonna charge me like a little extra thing. Why is Bolt so special?
Because, well, really? Not not every company allows you. No, I don't think every. Okay, so like my landlord, he doesn't take credit card.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
No. So like maybe if you live in a big building or like one that's managed.
You do it online?
Dude, I do it in the fucking worst way possible.
You write a check?
I have to write a check and I have to go to the bank, their bank, and drop it off.
Old school.
It's very old school because I live in a tiny, like, it's not like it's owned. The owners are the owners. It's not. There's no like land. There's no.
He doesn't own like
land.
a bunch of shit. He just owns this building.
Well, and there's no like association that I'm paying. Like there's no like management company.
You're just paying him directly.
I'm paying them directly.
Oh.
It's very family. You know what I mean? Within the family.
Okay, I love that. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we should. I'm thinking we should try it if you're up for it.
Okay, so wait, but I didn't finish saying why with the Bolt.
Yeah.
Some places you can't use a credit card, right? But what they allow you to do is you pay Bolt and Bolt will write a check for you. Like if I wanted to use Bolt, I could figure it out so that Bolt will give me a check back for the amount that I would have put on the card. So they're willing to write me a check.
Wait, say that again. So if you're paying rent with a Bolt card, why would Bolt write you a check?
Because I can't use Bolt to pay my landlord. They don't take credit cards.
Oh, so you put the charge on the Bolt, and then they send you a. That's the money. That's a money order. That's what that's like Western Union shit.
I guess, but now you also get points because it's a credit card.
Because the credit card,
it's a credit card. Yeah. So not many I doubt the. That's why this has become the renter's credit card.
This is
so people only put rent on there.
Interesting. Let us know, listeners, if you have Bolt and the pros and cons. I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah.
I know.
Reddit
I feel like
is really into.
I feel like you and I are both very susceptible to like scammy deals. So I'm not 100%
no,
in
I'm
on
not.
It. I am.
Okay. We love the deal, but are you really falling for like a scam?
I've fallen for scams before.
Oh.
Like when I was in my 20s. So I'm
but recently.
Careful. Recently, I feel like something. Yeah, I feel like I fell for something recently. This is like 4 years ago, but I bought like a stupid fake iPhone on Craigslist.
Okay.
It was like broken, and I bought it for this guy for like $300 or whatever. So
did you hold on? You need to run this through me. Did you go to the place and test it out before paying them, or did you?
Yeah.
Or was it like a mail? Like you?
No. I like met the guy and I tested it out, but like. It worked fine when I tested it out, but then it kind of stopped working like a day after. And this guy on his keychain had, the iPhone has like the iPhone has a small hole that you can.
Yeah, click down on This.
Yes. Okay. So
to open for SIM. He's talking about the SIM card opener that has a little.
He had a key for this on his keychain, and I'm like, who has like fucking key? Who has this on them? And he's like, I just have a lot of. He was like, I don't know. I just, I sell a lot of phones or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. But
that's
then, like,
also weird.
Clearly, this phone was stolen. In classic New York fashion. So like, yeah, I've gotten scammed. Like that's probably 4 years ago, but. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten scammed recently.
That's fucked up.
More online thing, but I don't know. Have you? Are you good at scams?
Wait, what were you saying? I feel like there's some weird.
Let me keep thinking, but I feel like that's why I'm just always very. Like,
I had a friend who got scammed. This is fucked up on Facebook.
Okay.
Someone reached out to them and wanted to have. You've heard of this? Like they wanted to have like video sex with the guy.
Yes. The
guy's married.
Okay.
And. So he did it. He had video sex with some hot girl.
It was real. That was real.
That part was real.
Okay, nice.
And then someone filmed it, of course, the person on the other side, and then used it to blackmail.
And then what did he do?
So he was like, the blackmailer was like, hey, if you don't send me $1,000 right now, I'm going to tell your wife. I'm going to tell your family. I'm going to post it everywhere. So he gave him the $1,000.
And did it go away?
No, of course they didn't come back. Of course they came back and said, give us another $1,000.
Yeah.
He did this like 5 times. At some point they said $10,000. And that's when my friend knew he couldn't pay this person anymore, that he just had to essentially tell everyone in his life that he was being scammed. He had to tell his wife.
And then did they release the footage?
No, they never released it.
So he just didn't. Okay. That's so. I feel him, but I feel like he should. This is why honesty is the best. You could, if he just told his wife, he never would have had to pay $1,000.
Yeah, but that's you. You're a creative. This person is like a businessman that I know. Like, I think certain people, and okay, not that I'm saying business people. Maybe I am saying that. I think that as a creative and in this industry and the way you're a bit more open-minded, I'm assuming your partner's more open-minded. They'd understand this thing. This guy is like a bit older. He's in business. He's a business owner. It's a little different, I think, where you're...
Sure. I mean... of course, telling your friends is weird. I don't, that's not fun. But I think the most important thing was telling his wife, and that's probably why he paid the initial one. That's crazy. Also, but isn't that illegal? Like,
I think he spent over like $20,000.
Can he go to the police? Because blackmailing is illegal, right? But I guess they can't track them down or whatever.
He went to the police,
but they couldn't do anything about it. Police never do fucking anything. They don't fucking do anything.
This isn't Canada, by the way.
This isn't Canada. Every time my friends go to the police for like sometimes pretty legitimate concerns, especially if they're female in New York, they come back and then the policeman is texting them, asking them out. It's like insane. It's insanity. Like it's so. Anyways,
disgusting.
But what would you do in that situation?
I would never.
I'm so cheap.
Never.
I'm so cheap.
Exactly.
I'm so cheap. I would never.
Maybe we would be like, do you take credit card? And they get points while we churn.
Yeah, sure. You take Bolt.
At least you get points while paying him. I'm not the type of person to pay. I would definitely just tell I would tell my partner for sure.
Yeah. Also, don't you think we're living in more of a, and I don't know what his background is, but don't you think we're in this world where like, if somebody leaked your dick pic or whatever, I'm like, I don't give a shit, man. Like my face isn't in it. Like it's my dick. Take a look. Like
I think it's different for a guy.
But he was a guy. No?
Yes, but he was scared because he ran a business and they like all the clients were gonna know and like all like that type of thing. I think.
But they ended up not knowing.
No, they didn't release it. No, they didn't release it.
Yeah.
Because he kept threatening with the that's when the police kind of got involved and maybe they were scared and all that stuff.
Oh
but
my God.
The police didn't do anything with that. But I don't know. I think that there's some stakes, and for him the stakes were high.
Sure. It's so funny because I feel for me and you, if someone was like, I've got all your nudes and you have to give me $5 or I'll tell the world, I'm like, yeah, give it. I'm not giving you fucking $5.
Really? No, don't count me in this. You might feel that way.
I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap that I wouldn't, there's like a limit.
Nudes, I would feel violated. I would feel extremely violated.
And that's very real. I think emotionally it's wrong. It's wrong for sure. And it sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You don't care. Your dick, you've sent a lot of dick pics. Have you ever sent a dick pic generally?
I have sent a couple of
dick pics. I would never send a nude.
But people have asked me to send. It's not like unsolicited or whatever.
We never send that.
Okay. I've been trying to cancel.
He's letting you guys know.
Hey, I come in peace.
If you want one,
you just have to ask.
Just ask, and he shall deliver.
I shall deliver, daddy.
Wait, really?
What?
If a cash cutie asks for one?
You know what's so crazy? I've been touring. Our fans are so cute.
And
they're kind of hot sometimes, but I have to go, bye.
Are they hitting on you?
Sometimes. Well, one girl came up to me in Seattle and was like, she legitimately just told me she came because she thinks I'm cute or thinks I'm hot. And then I said, okay, but did you like my comedy? And she's like, I just think you're really hot. And I was like so mad because she didn't comment on my comedy. Or whatever.
Hey, does it affect you are you attracted to someone if they don't think you're funny?
I think it depends. Like, well, if I know they don't think I'm funny, it would bother me. And I don't think I could get hard for you.
Really? If they were like super, like exactly your style, like whatever that is, but you knew they did not laugh at. You saw her at the front of your stand-up and she wasn't laughing. She wasn't enjoying herself.
Well, I think sometimes sitting in the front row can be a little intense, and that. But if she was like, "I don't think you're funny," if she vocalized that, I don't think that I would want to. But then also, if they don't think I'm funny, I don't know why they would, because I feel like for me,
I don't know why they would.
for me, because I'm not like, I don't look like all the men from Beef. My whole thing is like, I do comedy, and when I do comedy, I can be at 8, 9, or 10 to some women if they see me do
Holy
comedy,
shit.
because I'm showing off a talent. It's kind of like being a musician, right? Like I don't think John Mayer is that hot, but when he's playing guitar, he is hot. So people will go crazy. That's every fucking musician. Everybody doing talent stuff, right? And
Well,
so,
I'm curious because I hear, this is like a trope. Like a lot of women comedians always talk about how like it deters men from.
for them, yeah.
Do you see that as true?
I've seen that.
So why you really think it's because people don't think women are funny?
No, it's because.
Or they're intimidated?
It's because men are intimidated by women with strong opinions. That's just what it is. Not me, but a lot, like the average person who attends a comedy show, I think the men are afraid of like the women being able to talk back, being wittier than you. Like your moves aren't going to work on her because she's thinking 1,000 miles a minute.
Oh, they can't take advantage of a woman.
Maybe that could be it. But I think it's a combination of that, and also people aren't secure in letting someone be funnier than them or like more independent than them, right? Like I don't think, obviously this female comedian doesn't want that from the man, but I think for the man it's like, oh, I don't want this girl who like talks this much or has all these opinions about everything. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I don't know for sure, but oh, we were gonna take this financial quiz. Okay, so yesterday we were like, what should we do today? And we thought it might be fun to both take a financial quiz to see who is more financially literate. And now we found a quiz online from the Wall Street Journal, and it's like kind of long, but whatever.
It's called the Financial Literary Quiz, WSJ.
It's 17
so you can check
questions, so we were gonna take it now.
Okay,
and
let's try.
See who scores higher.
Can I tell them that I'm smarter than you because
as of yesterday?
Yes, as of yesterday. No, as of always. But yesterday I took a quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, we took this quiz because we wanted to see if this would work on here.
Yeah.
And it was like a 7-question quiz.
Yeah.
I got 80%.
I got 70%.
Fumi got a
70%.
C.
I got a C.
And then I knew I was just financially more literate.
Well, let's see. Today's the revenge match.
Let's do it.
Okay, you know what? This is okay. Maybe we need to like write something.
I'm very competitive, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about all the ways I've already won and pwned your ass. Remember the word pwning?
I just was going to say that. Who fucking says pwned anymore?
It's been a minute, right? It's a minute.
Question A, which was, suppose you put $1,000 into an account that earns 5% interest per year. Every year, you never invest additional money and you never withdraw money or interest payments. So in the first year, you earn $50 on interest. In year 4, how much will this account earn? The answer was C, more than $50.
Is that right?
Yes,
C?
we both got that right. Great.
This is B, by the way.
Okay,
it's not
great.
C.
Number 2, suppose you invest $2,500 and earn 7% per year on this investment. How many years will it take for your total investment to be worth $5,000? The answer is B.
Do we get
Yes, we both got that right. Next. Stop looking over.
Well, I'm seeing it if we have the same answers. Let me stop. We're not. There's no
Test is over.
I know.
Pencils down.
Stop moving your little fingers.
Okay. Can you scroll down a little bit? Okay. 3, consider the following scenario. Jack and Joe are twins. At the age of 20, Jack started contributing $20 a month to his savings account. After 20 years, at the age of 40, he stopped adding to his savings, but he left the money in the account. Jill didn't start to save until she was 40. Then she saved $20 a month until she retired 20 years later at the age 60. Suppose both Jack and Joe earned 60% interest per year on their savings. When they both retired at age 60, who has more money?
Jack.
The answer is Jack. A.
Okay, we got the same.
Yes. Now, this was an interesting one because for a minute there, you'd think it's about the same, but all I know about investments, the only thing I know about investments is that you can never get back time. So people always say, I don't care if you make $30,000 a year, you need to invest now. It doesn't matter if you're only investing $50. You can never get back time. So you're supposed to like start early. So that's what I was basing it off of.
See, I was basing out the fact that Jack has left money in there. So there's more, he's compounding that amount.
Right.
So of course that's making more money than if she started at 40, which is essentially kind of what you're saying. But it's not like he took it out later.
Right.
That made sense.
Next.
Pam is deciding between two options. Option A, invest $1,000 in a certificate of deposit, then earns 5% interest. Pam would not add or remove any money from this investment for the next 30 years. Option B, investment $1,000 in a savings account that earns 5% interest. Move the interest earned on this account every year into a safe at home. Pam would not add or remove any other money from the savings account or the safe for the next 30 years. At the end of 30 years, which of these options would provide the most money? Did we get similar answers?
Yes. Question 4. So the option A is the correct answer. So
yeah, I got okay.
4. Yes, we got that right.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Some of these are kind of
they're so
obvious.
Intense.
But they got kind of hard towards the end. Okay.
Yeah.
5. Suppose by the year 2020 your income has doubled. Oh, this is an interesting one. Your income has doubled and the price of all goods have doubled too. In 2020, how much will you be able to buy with your 2020 income?
I put B.
B is correct. The same as today.
What did you put?
I think I put less. I put C. I got it wrong. Fuck! I wonder, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I was going to put B. It makes sense
because I know people always like it's inflation. So it's like I know states where the money, they have to increase the income so that people can live there. That's what I remember.
Right.
As something
I've learned. This is saying like everything went up, but your salary also goes up.
Yeah. So that's why it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm a little smarter than you.
I put less because, and maybe I was thinking too much, but I feel like there's always other expenses. Like as you get older, there's medical expenses or maybe.
But they're saying it's exactly the same as, or like basically they're giving you enough money so that would stay.
Yeah, I guess the question is how much will you be able to buy? Not really how much are you taking home or whatever. So it doesn't really matter if you have cancer now and you have to pay a lot of money. It's just saying what's your buying power. Okay, 6.
Rita must choose between two job offers. She wants to select the job with the salary that will afford her the higher standard of living for the next few years. Job A offers a 3% raise every year, while job B will not provide a raise for the next few years. If Rita chooses job A, she will live in city A. If Rita chooses job B, she will live in city B. Rita finds that the price of goods and services today are about the same in both areas. Prices are expected to rise, however, by 4% in City A every year and stay the same in City B. Based on her concerns about standard of living, what should Rita do? What did you just do right now? I saw you doing some shit.
No, I just marked the ones I got wrong.
Okay, wait. So what did you put for 6?
6 is B.
Okay, we got it right.
Yeah.
All right. You
keep thinking I'm gonna cheat on this stupid podcast.
You know why? Because I think I grew up watching people cheat all the time. But I would never tell. I'm not a teller.
Oh my! What did you just do? I'm literally marking where I got it wrong. Okay.
I'm also extremely competitive.
Question 7. In general, investments that are riskier tend to provide higher returns over time than investments with less risk. 7 is A. It's true.
Ooh.
Investments that are riskier tend to provide higher returns over time. Oh, I think I got that one. 7, I put B.
You would think. See, my first reaction was A. Was that true for you too?
I didn't think it was A because they said riskier investments. Riskier investments to me mean like up and down constantly.
Yeah.
And they always say if you want like good returns over time, invest in a slow like an ETF or something that grows very slowly. So at the end of the year, you only made $5, but at the end of 40 years, you made a lot more money. So. That's just what I learned about investments. This is also a stupid question because it's
stupid.
Like because like what like which stock like there needs to be more context here to like because also like let's say you invest in Tesla. What if that's not a thing 40 years from now? Then that was a stupid ass investment, right? So then in which case
exactly. So
our answer
totally
is right. Yeah.
Exactly. So should we just null that one? Because that's kind of what I was saying too. I was like, initially my first reaction is yes. I understand that when people who take higher risks, they put money into not a savings account, but they take the risk on a stock, right? if it was Apple or some shit.
Yeah.
Versus, and that's only one, versus if you diversify and just put it into like a CD and you let it sit, which is safe.
Yeah.
In the end, it depends on the thing. Is it Apple or is it fucking...
If it was Apple or is it Blockbuster? Like, which one is it? If it was Blockbuster, we'd be fucked. So,
no, fuck that. You know
question.
what? Whatever.
It's a dumbass question.
That's a dumb...
Fuck you, man.
Let's just
okay,
fuck that. Okay.
Let's move on. 8. Which of the following is an accurate statement about investment returns? A. Usually investing $5,000 in shares of a single company is safer than investing in $5,000 in a fund, which invests shares of many companies in multiple industries. B. Usually, investing $5,000 in shares of a single company is less safe than investing $5,000 in a fund which invests in shares of many companies in different industries. C. Usually, investing $5,000 in shares of a single company is equally as safe as investing $5,000 in a fund which invests in shares of many companies in different industries. 8. The answer is B.
I mean, that...
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Great. Okay. 9.
Suppose you're a member of a stock investment club. This year, the club has about $200,000 to invest in stocks, and the members prefer not to take a lot of risk. Which of the following strategies would you recommend to your fellow members? A. Put all money in one stock. B. Put money in 2 stocks. C. Put all money in stocks in stock indexed fund that tracks the behavior of 500 large firms in the U.S.
Answer is C.
Okay,
so
that
we got that
makes sense.
Right. Yay. We're doing not so bad.
No, that's because we're fucking smart.
Cash cuties. Okay. 10. When you invest in an employee's retirement savings plan, such as a 401k, your contributions are taxed. This one was a hard one. A. Either before you invest them or when you withdraw them during retirement, but not both. B. Both before you invest them and when you withdraw them during retirement. C. Once a year on or before April 15th. D. When you reach age 65.
Okay, I didn't know any of this shit. What did you put?
I put A. But I knew this because I have a plan.
See, I knew, this is what I mean. There's no way I could have understood this.
But this is
There's
what we
no
learned,
way.
baby.
I hate this.
But
I'm gonna get everyone wrong after this.
So the thing with retirement is, with traditional, you don't pay taxes, but then you pay when you cash out. So I pay in 40 years. But with Roth, you're paying it now because the money you put in, that's taxed income, right? If you put money in your Roth right now, you're using the money that you made from working that tax has already been taken out of. So that's like the biggest difference or whatever. But with retirement plans specifically, it's before or after.
I thought Roth was the same thing. That's why you choose
that's
either
why, yeah.
Roth.
So it says, either before or after, right?
Or I meant with Roth IRAs, also, like Roth or traditional, like you're saying. But you can choose one or the other.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah. That's why I know that. That's what my problem is. I don't know what 401k is.
Yes, you're right. Traditional is not 401k. That's a different thing.
That's a different thing. So
thing.
this is my problem with why anytime anyone talks about 401,
you don't know.
Don't care. That's why I don't know.
But it's good to know. It's good to know.
So annoying.
Okay, 11. Both Irene and her employer contribute every year to her employee-sponsored 401k plan. Irene has worked at the company for 20 years and is fully invested in her plan. Suppose Irene leaves her job or gets fired. Which of the following statement is true? A. If she's no longer working for the company, the whole plan balance is forfeited. B. If she gets fired, the company has the right to decide how much of her total balance she will get. C. If she voluntarily leaves her job, she forfeits all of her employees' contributions. D. Even if she leaves her job or gets fired, she is entitled to the entirety plan balance. The answer is D. Right?
Okay,
that makes sense because your money is your money. We're good on that. Okay. 12. Yes.
Which of the following statements are true? In any type of Roth IRA or 401k account, all of the money in your account grows tax-free. B. If you have a traditional IRA or 401k, you make contributions out of pre-tax income and pay income tax at your future tax rate when you withdraw the funds. Or C. Both are true.
It is B. We got it right?
Yeah.
12B. Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. Almost done here. Whoa, what's this? Which one is this?
It was C.
Okay. This year, Marge's salary is $100,000 and she contributes $10,000 of her salary to a traditional 401k offered by her employer. Her current tax rate is 28%. In 40 years, when Marge retires, the money will have grown to $160,000. Her tax rate during retirement will fall to 20%. Which of the following is true? A, this year, Marge should pay income taxes on her entire salary. During retirement, she will pay 20% tax on whatever she draws from her plan. B, this year, Marge should pay income tax on only $90,000. During retirement, she will pay the same deferred 28% tax rate on whatever she withdraws from her plan. C, this year, Marge should pay income tax on only $90K. During retirement, she will pay 20% tax on whatever she withdraws from her plan. And D, this year, Marge should pay income tax of only $90K. During retirement, she will pay no tax on whatever she withdraws from her plan. So the answer is C. Marge should pay, right. So she pays income tax on $90K, and during retirement, she'll pay 20% tax, which is the rate it will be in 40 years. Interesting thing about this is why when people retire, they move to like Florida or like Tennessee or whatever, because you pay the tax rate of where you live at the time. So if you have $160,000 in your retirement account, but you retire in California, most of that shit's gone because our tax rate is really high. But if you go to Florida, there's no income tax. So
no way.
So that's why people do that.
For 401ks.
For retirement plans, yes. Because you pay,
so that's the same with the IRAs, I think, too, then? Maybe
I think
if we choose the one where you pay at the end,
right? If you pay, I pay before, so I don't have to pay any taxes when I withdraw it with those. But with this retirement, with the 401k, you pick where you retire, so that's why it's kind of interesting.
You go to like Nevada. I don't know if Nevada is.
You just gotta look
places.
up what makes the most sense for you, you know. And
I wonder if that's why, because I'm thinking of like retirement places, right, where people go.
Yeah.
I wonder if that connects. Like they go to Florida.
Yes, that's exactly why.
Well, if you're from New York. Or here they go to Vegas.
They retire in Vegas?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's a crazy
that's a big
place
thing. That's a
I don't
big
know. I'm curious
thing.
to know how it works internationally. A lot of people retire like in Mexico or like places
oh,
like that.
Interesting. It's probably wherever your money is.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's tax laws over there. Maybe you can.
Like maybe it's like wherever Schwab is. Like if you're using
wherever Schwab is.
Yeah, like wherever. You know what I'm saying? I think
that's
Texas
exactly
or some shit.
Okay, let's wrap this up. A few more questions here. Oh shit, what happened? Your computer's giving up on me.
Which of the following is a true statement? A, you will lose money that you personally invested in your 401k if you switch jobs. B, you will be charged income tax as well as tax on dividends and increases in the value of your stock if you invest through a 401k. Or C, unless you're undergoing significant hardship, you cannot withdraw money from a 401k without penalty unless you reach a certain age. D, all of the above. E, don't know.
14 is C. I actually got the one wrong. I put B. You will be charged income tax as well as tax on dividends and increases in your value of your stock if you invest through 401k. So I guess you don't have to pay tax on dividends and increases. That's good to know. That's really good. That's really
I knew this because this is actually true for Roth IRAs. Or IRAs, I'm sorry, I don't want to say Roth.
Yeah.
For IRAs, traditional, it's also, you cannot, I just know that you, without penalty, if you're trying to take money out before 65, I think you have to pay a penalty. I
didn't think, I knew there was something like this, but my friend just bought a house in Hawaii and she pulled money from her retirement account to do it. So I didn't think this was true because I'm like, she didn't have an emergency. She just wanted to buy some shit. You cannot withdraw money from.
No, you can withdraw it.
Without.
You can. Anyone can, but you're gonna be penalized.
But you're saying if my mom dies or something, that I could do it without penalty. Like if I need.
Yeah, like if you're as long as you're I think 65 or some shit, then you won't.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So that's good.
Yeah.
So the system works with you in that. Okay, that's great.
Wait, did you get this one right? You didn't say 13.
Which one? 13 is C. Yeah. Okay, a few more here. Alice wants to invest $1,000 for retirement this year. Her new employer will fully match her 401k contributions up to $10,000 per year. All else being equal, which of the following options will give Alice the highest total amount at the end of the year? A. Alice contributes $1,000 to her 401k plan and invests that money into a mutual fund A. At the end of the year, mutual fund A has earned a 5% return. B. Alice does not contribute to her 401k plan, but she invests $1,000 in mutual fund B, outside of her 401k plan at the end of the year, mutual fund B has earned 20% return. C, Alice does not contribute to her 401k plan, but she invests $1,000 in a mutual fund A outside of her 401k plan. At the end of the year, mutual fund A has earned a 5% return. 15 is A.
I got that one wrong.
I think I got that one right. Yeah, 15 is A. And
that
is because... Wait, so what was your reason? Okay, so that's because they match the investment. So when she invests $1,000 at the end of the year, she has $2,000 plus a 5% return. With this one, she has a higher return, but because she did not go through her employer plan, she does not get that matching or whatever. So that's why it's A. Yeah, matching is great. You should always match full. It's free money. I didn't do that.
See,
when I was younger.
again, I had no idea.
Yeah, but if an employer ever matches you, I think SAG does this after you make a certain amount. There's like some sort of
that's kind of cool.
A thing. You should always match. It's gonna feel like you're not getting that much money in return, but you should always match. It's free money. Okay, 16. Okay. David's new job
Good
off.
To know.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, David's new job offers a 401k. His employer provides a 50% match up to $2,000. How much should David invest at least in order to obtain the maximum amount of money from the employer match? $0, $500, $1,000, $2,000, or $4,000?
It is $4,000. E.
You did that too?
Yes. We both got that right.
Sick.
Last but not least, you have question 17. You have decided to set aside 15% of your salary for retirement. You work at a firm where your employer matches your contribution to the 401k plan, dollar by dollar, up to 5% of your salary. Which of these statements is correct? A, if you contribute up to 5% of your salary, the employer match is equivalent to 100% return on your contribution. B, what the employer contributes should not play any role in your decision. C, it's always a good idea to contribute less than what the employer contributes. This was like a stupid question because the other two answers seem dumb. So it's A.
Easy.
Yes.
Wow, I think I won.
How many did you get wrong?
I think it was 2.
I got 3 wrong. I lost.
I
don't know how this is possible.
Tell me I'm queen right now.
No.
Tell me. Tell me. You know what? Even if you don't tell me, Cash Cuties knows.
Cash Cuties knows. I can't believe you beat me.
You really can't believe. Did you really think that you were more financially savvy?
I thought we were the same.
I actually always thought I was more financially savvy.
What was the question where you had me?
I've done more financial things in my life.
That's true.
So that's the only reason, but I'm also hella confident.
There was one, it was like the inflation question where I like thought too much about it.
No, we're pretty similar though.
Because you missed 2, right? And I think we missed the same questions.
You didn't count that one, right?
Oh no, I count that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he missed 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
That was
cool. Congratulations
to you. Oh, by the way, congratulations on your toilet paper. I saw toilet paper in the...
Oh my God, thank you for noticing.
Did you buy the brand? Because I noticed it didn't stick when I peed earlier. No lint.
You know what? I almost ordered the Angel Soft during Prime.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on sale.
Okay.
But it is. Angel Soft is already cheap. It's like $5.
It's
like $5.
So what'd you get then?
No, I still haven't tried Angel Soft. This is Trader Joe's.
Oh, but it's good. No lint.
You liked it, huh?
I liked it.
I got the soft at Trader Joe's, and I'm kind of impressed by it.
It's nice. I actually thought it was Angel Share for a second because of the texture, but I could tell from the embroidering that it was not Angel
I think you could tell
I know my embroidery. I can recognize the Angel Soft from a mile away.
Dude, that was like...
Yeah, what'd you think?
Oh man, like I feel brain power just...
It was good though. It was good
kind of fun to do this.
It was, I mean, like there was something I like learned from that. I didn't know that your dividends and your growth is not taxed, which is amazing news. And
I'm excited. I learned a lot about fucking 401ks.
You know how many people would fucking fail this test? You know, how many Americans?
That's true.
Is that sad? Like a lot of people wouldn't know a lot of this.
Why don't we put this test up on our socials and see if people want to take? Yeah.
See if they can top your score.
Yeah.
Top the queen. My God. Cuties, we hope you enjoyed this one. We love doing an episode without the guest. It's just so nice. It's easy. We love you guys. Please follow us on all the socials at Cash Cuties Pod. Also find me on Instagram and TikTok at TheFumiAbe. That's TheFumiAbe.
You can find me on my Instagram at BakedGoods, BAKEDGUDS, or go on to my website at steffibake.com. And you guys, send us a voice memo. We love hearing from you guys. We want some questions. Any financial question that you have or any financial pickle you're in, let us know. What the hell are you Also, what the hell are you buying like next week?
It can't all be Raymond every week. Okay, Raymond's asked us too many questions. It's got to be somebody else. So please get at us.
Get at us.
CashCutiesPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and also please follow us on our socials. Subscribe. I just do it all for us because it's so meaningful when we're having kind of a bad, I don't know for you, if I'm having a bad day and I read a comment, a nice comment, it literally
really
changes
our day.
Doesn't it?
It's great. It's great.
It makes me so happy that you guys care for us in any sort of way or that you even thought about us. So
it's a gift. It's a nice gift. So leave us a gift in the form of a review.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, cuties, we'll see you guys next week. And until then, spend your money wisely.
Or don't. Have fun. Bye.